over the years, as I kind of got into pickup, I found that it's just a good personal development tool. You get into pickup and you learn more about yourself, for one, because a big part of it is at least the way I learned it, a big part of it was going out into the world and just approaching women, which is like a crazy fear that men innately have. At least most men, in my experience, innately have this fear. Overcoming your fears is almost always a positive thing to do. And I think as you go out and as you try to overcome your fears and as you kind of challenge yourself, you stress yourself out, you get into your head and you find ways to kind of overcome whatever fears you have, you realize that many of your fears are unjustified. A lot of the things you fear don't really matter. Like, a lot of the fear is in your head. It's a lot of imagination. And when you kind of realize this, I think, mentally become a lot more powerful, because you realize that if something is making you anxious or if something's making you nervous or you're fearful of something, it doesn't exist, which means you can do it. Does that make sense? So at the end of the day, after doing this for a few years, I personally believe that it made me a lot more socially calibrated, and I think it really helped me it made me go from, I would say, effectively socially inept in the grand scheme of things, to really being able to put myself in the shoes of other people. And this is men and women, because you kind of just start to pick up on little things. Like, I'll give you an example. One of the things that was taught when I was doing pickup was to compliment women not based on their appearance, so not on being pretty, but to compliment them based on something unique and special about them. So if someone's wearing, for example, a necklace, if you meet a girl that's wearing a necklace or a certain type of watch or jewelry, or she has a specific type of tattoo, you'd compliment that rather than just her being pretty. Because in pickup, saying someone's pretty or attractive is very generic and every guy says it, so you don't stand out. Complimenting someone on jewelry or a piece of clothing or something unique about them that they're wearing, for example, is better, because it opens up a conversation where the person gets to talk about themselves. And psychologically, when you get people to talk about themselves, they like you more, because we like to talk about ourselves. That's just how human psychology works. In general, people want an excuse to talk about themselves more. And by you listening to people talk about themselves, they feel more connected with you. That's kind of the gist of that idea when it comes to pickup, at least.